Take your pick. This is going to be either death by poison or death by life. Take your pick. It doesn't matter. We take it. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man of Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got the most toxic deck in the most toxic format. I think we all can agree that Alchemy is probably the most negatively seen as format, so what better to do some toxic stuff in a toxic format. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Norn's Fetchling. I absolutely love this thing. It's a Phyrexian insect with toxic 1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if they have 2 or less poison counters, you're going to get a Plains. If they have 3 or more, you're going to seek a non-land card instead. So it's just like an extra value, and it is an insect, which is very, very important because it does have the Phyresis Roach. Now, whenever this deals combat damage to a player, insects you control and insects cards in your graveyard, hand, and library are going to perpetually gain toxic 1, and these stack. So if they have toxic 1, such as like Crawling Coral, technically this makes mites, not insects, but if you got like the Skulldweller or this little mosquito, which is an insect, it's going to stack on toxic 1 2 times, and then 3 times, 4 times, etc., which hopefully doesn't get up to 4 times because they only need 10. That'd probably lose. But you get the point here. This is, I mean, a lot of this stuff is standard, but I'm gonna go ahead and just rehash the alchemy stuff. So we got Norn's Fletchling, and then we have the Phyresis Roach, and I think that's basically it. So everyone's saying, like, you know, alchemy is so bad because of the wild cards. These are both uncommons. So, you know, if you do kind of want to dabble into alchemy, this deck is very, very good, and you can pretty much you can craft the uncommons pretty easily. So this is the deck here. I'm not going to go over it. We already seen the Venerated Rotpriest. We already seen a lot of those things. We got the Whisper of the Dross, Tyvar Stand, and the Infectious Bite to kind of target ourselves with the Rotpriest and stuff like that. But basically, Norn's Fletchling and Phyresis Roach is going to give this a niche to even crank this stuff even a little faster, because you can do this in standard, but it is better in alchemy just because of these 2 cards, and I'm going to show you why. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Consider joining the channel. I greatly appreciate that. Get ready to subscribe if you have not already, and without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Coster 1979. All right, so we got a Phyresis Roach and a little Fletching here. I think this is like borderline the most optimal start here. So let's go and drop our little Phyresis Roach. Phyresis, not Phyrexian Roach. And this thing is going to give all of our insects an additional toxics. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I cannot even believe this deck is kind of illegal. All right, it's a Hopeless Nightmare. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely run something like this in standard. Let's go ahead. I think I'm going to get rid of the Llanowar Wastes, because with the Fletchling, we can either seek a card if they have 3 or more poison counters, but I think we're just going to drop this for the Plains. So yeah, let's just do this. Most of the time I do want to seek a card, but we can also, that's kind of the beauty of it, is it's kind of flexible. So now that we just get a Plains, because I'm not going to be able to drop this before 3 toxic, or poison counters rather. So we got the Fletchling, and now with the Roach, they're all increased, and they all have 2 instances of toxic 1. And with the Whisper of the Dross, we don't have our Venerated Rotpriest, but we still have the Dross. And if they're not going to play anything, we are just going to do our thing. We're going to go ahead and steamroll ahead. We've got the Tyvar Stand, and they just let this go. Oh my god. So now the Roach is going to give everything again, all your insects again, another instance of toxic 1. So now they're up to 5. And we've got a Whisper of the Dross and a Tyvar Stand. I think they might just be too slow. I think the game's like pretty much over. And that just goes to show you how absolutely nuts toxic is in alchemy. Let's see what you got here. Any sort of spot removal. They could go for Brotherhood, and then I would lose 1, but I don't know. I think the game is like basically over. Let's see what you got. Yeah, they're probably gonna, I mean, if they have spot removal, we just Tyvar Stand, and then we have 2 Whisper of the Dross to swing in, and they both have toxic 3. They both have literally toxic 3. Okay, there's a part. Yeah, this is just going to be spot removal. Let's just go ahead and use the Tyvar Stand. We'll go for X equals 2 just for the funniness. I'm not going to go for the Whisper of the Dross. Let's go ahead and do that, and the game's over. The game is literally over. I guess it's about as fast as like Mono Red and Standard, but yeah, this is just way over. GG's. Core 2021, how you doing here? All right, so I'm going to have to mulligan this. One-landed hands are a no-go around here. We can definitely keep 2 just because of how cheap and quick all this toxic nonsense is, but definitely gonna have to mulligan that. Now we gotta make a decision here. Well, the core's gotta make their decision first, but let's take our time. What are we gonna mulligan here? I think we're going to mulligan away. Oh man, we could go for the Crawling Chorus. So we could just go for a land. I think we're gonna lean going land. We do have a green. We do have all the colors here, and because again our stuff is so cheap, I think it's probably better off just to do this. Let's see if we do it. Again, everything, almost our whole entire deck is like a 1-drop, so I think we are better off. I'm just going to go straight for our best card, the Phyresis Roach. This thing just ends game so quickly. If they don't have spot removal, like, fast, it gets nasty really quickly, so hopefully they don't. Okay, so just a Peddler. This is actually not the worst thing ever. They are going to give us a big Juggernaut. Unfortunately, the Juggernaut really doesn't help us that much. I would assume they get rid of, let's see, the Rotpriest. Yeah, okay, so no more Rotpriest for us. Rotpriest and the Tyvar stand is going to be a no-go. But, I guess let's do this, and then we're going to use Tyvar stand. I could drop a Crawling Chorus, but we have to kind of plow through their board here, so might as well just do this. Yeah, it's not really ideal. We're not going to get a poison counter. We're not going to get anything, and we can't really make use of this Juggernaut, but we can't go for double Crawling Chorus anyway, so this is kind of just like the best of a bad situation. Okay, so get that removed, and things are looking bad. If it's turn 3 and you don't have a poison counter, it's not looking very good. But hey, we are going to sink in our Toxic Fang. I don't know. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. I have the faith. So we got 2 Crawling Chorus. Let's see if they. Ooh, okay. So are they gonna pass turn? Okay, that's nice. That is nice. We definitely needed a tempo swing here because they're just kind of matching everything we have. But if we can get 2 poison counters here, I mean, that feels pretty good. Virtual Floating. Okay, this is where I got the Whisper of the Dross. So we need to proliferate. So let's let this through. Yeah, we're going to take 1 death here, but that's okay. But with the Whisper of the Dross, we're going to be able to just kind of do this. -1/-1. And we get a proliferate. So that's actually not that bad. Not that bad. And then we drop a little Skulldweller. I think that was pretty good. All things considered, by turn 3, I was looking really cooked, and now we're looking okay. A pork. Okay, they're just gonna get a little pork. That's fine. I mean, we still have a chance here. Like, this is actually surprisingly pretty close now. Okay, just get a little 3/3, and we get a Roach. Okay. This kind of sucks, though. I mean, I think I'm just gonna have to swing in. Our little Mite thing can't block anyway. If they block the course, we get another Mite, and then we got Death Touch. I think we just have. This is the way Infect works. You have to just swing in. We're gonna get our counters. Yeah, I mean, we do have the Roach. I mean, it could be worse. We got 4 creatures here. They got 4 counters. I don't think it's very likely that we win, but I'm gonna fight it out. I'm gonna fight it out. They can go ahead and just kill one of these Mites here, too, with the little piggy here. Again, if you're not familiar with Alchemy, exile target artifact or enchantment for 2, and because this is the first little pig, they can just go ahead and kill us here. And they actually don't do anything, so that's interesting. I would assume they're just going to block. Again, no Emperor. I think we're just going to swing in with the Skulldweller. There's really no point in swinging everything at this point, because they're going to block and then shoot one of our Mites. They would block the Roach, I'm assuming, and then we get 2 more counters. So I think you could probably make a case to double block here, but I think I want to force them to use it on the Death Touch creature. Ugh, okay, now we're going to go ahead and drop our Juggernaut. The Juggernaut's pretty awful. I mean, obviously, if we had a way to give it Toxic, it'd be a little bit better, but this is just a 5/3, and we're not really concerned about their life total, so alright, let's fight it out. I mean, they only have 2 cards in their hand, so Virtue of Loyalty. Okay, I guess it could be worse. They're going to drop another of... Yep, okay. We need to... Okay, oh, wow. Okay, we needed that so badly. Drown and Ichor. Wow, I cannot believe that we're still in this match. We're hanging in there. So that is like the... I mean, I think that's like the nuts. That's like the best possible draw we could have had. And our Juggernaut's gonna help out, I guess. We're more concerned about the poison counters. But that's kind of nice. The Roach does give everything, all of our insects, another instance of Toxic 1. Doesn't really matter right now. And that is they're kind of flooded. They only have 1 more card in their hand. No way. Okay, okay, so there's an insect, which is buffed up by our Phyresis Roach. But the problem with the Restless Fortress is they can just go ahead and make that. I think we're still gonna have to attack. Let's swing in with just the Juggernaut. I mean, I know we could, I don't know, this is kind of an awkward, they let it go? Wow. So I don't even really know it. At this point, am I more concerned about the poison counters? At this point, I think the Juggernaut does actually matter. I'm looking kind of towards their life. They have 6 life, 7 poison counters. I mean, either way, oh my gosh, they are getting pretty flooded here, so I do feel kind of bad. And another Juggernaut Peddler. Okay, no one has a hand here, so no more Juggernauts, and this is pretty wild. They can still go for the Restless Fortress, but let's see if they go for the Virtue of Loyalty. This is crazy. I did not think we had a chance here. By turn 3, we were looking kind of gross. Another Virtue of Loyalty, so they just get this thing nice and big, and I think this game is over. This game's literally over. I draw a Cavern of Souls, it doesn't matter. They can't, if they block the Juggernaut, they get poisoned. If they don't block it, this is crazy. Take your pick. This is going to be either death by poison or death by light. Take your pick. It doesn't matter. We take it. Kim Lambert. How you doing here? I think I had a Kim Lambert with a B, not a P, as a teacher in high school. So hello. Hopefully that's maybe not you. You got a little drunk while making your name. Either way, I think this is a really great. As long as you have a turn 1 Phyresis Roach, the only way it could be a little bit better is if we were on the play, but I mean, that's okay. I really do not care. It could get. With us, Phyresis Roach lives. Every one of our insects, and again, we're just pretty much running insects almost exclusively. The Crawling Course is not. And it always makes me mad that the mites are not insects. Like, it should be like an insect mite. Isn't a mite kind of an insect? So, I don't know, I guess not. I guess this deck would probably already be too fast and OP if we did that, but let's go ahead and drop our Pestilent Syphoner, this little mosquito, flying with Toxic 2. I guess technically it's 2 instances of Toxic 1, but for all intents and purposes, I'm going to say Toxic 2. And those are going to stack. Those stack every single turn with the Roach. So, let's see, I'm going to guess what, Demir? Don't think we'll go for the throat. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You still got 1 poison counter, and we're going to get you up to 3 here. So let's swing in before we go for Norn's Fetchling, because the Fetchling, now that we have 3, I don't want to land in this case, because we can either drop it if it's less than 3, we can get a Plains, but yeah, we have enough land here. I'm going to drop the Norn's Fetchling now, and now we get to seek a random card. Let's go ahead and do that, ba-boom. And Jawbone Duelist is pretty good. We can't cast that right now, but we can still cast it at some point. It's got double strike with poison, so yeah, looking good. The Fetchling, man, this deck is so crazy. It's just too fast, you know? So let's see if we got the One Ring here. The One Ring would be like the best card they could have. It pretty much just shuts us off for a turn. I am not the... Okay, so Oracle of the Alpha, that is a lot better than the One Ring. The One Ring just shuts off everything, like, for a whole, like, turn. It's pretty gross. Especially if you're running an aggro in Alchemy. Ooh, it gets rough. They just drop that and you can't do anything for a whole turn, and it's pretty rough. But we don't have to worry about that right now. They're gonna do some Power 9 shenanigans, and I'm just gonna swing in. Just gonna swing in. We have a Crawling Course and Jawbone Duelist, regardless of what they block. Sure. And again, our insects, because these are 3 insects here, they have instances of Toxic Look at that, boom, up to 7. And that gets so, like, it just goes up so quickly. And I have no idea why that I caught that. I'm usually pretty bad. If you've been watching me lately, I think I've had quite a few auto tap accidents lately, but not this time. This time, I made sure of it. The auto tapper wanted us to use both of our white sources for the Jawbone Duelist, and then we wouldn't have been able to get the Crawling Chorus out. I have absolutely no idea. Sometimes the auto tapper makes no sense. Like, does it think that I'm that worried about my life total here that doesn't want me to tap the land? Whoa, Haughty Djinn. Haughty Djinn in Alchemy? Okay, I guess I've just never seen it in Alchemy, rather, but okay, I'm a little scared. I mean, all their stuff's a little cheaper. We do have Whisper of the Dross, which could end up helping us out, especially if they block the Jawbone Duelist with the Oracle of the Alpha being 3 toughness. Yeah, this is a poison deck. We're swinging in. That's what we do. Like I said, I got this Whisper of the Dross, which does proliferate. I think if they have to block. The one way they can live is they let the Crawling Chorus go, because we both have everything. Pretty much has Toxic 2, except for the Chorus, because it's a Mite, not an insect, but it is Mite, so we'll be okay. All right. Well, I mean, this is lethal. Jawbone Duelist has double strike. The Crawling Chorus has Toxic 1, which is good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit the Djinn right now. I mean, I'm not gonna target my own creature with -1/-1 and proliferate. Even if they do have spot removal, which I would assume they do, they might have like a counter, but I don't know. Like, this is just. Oh, Picklock Prank. This game. Wait. This game has to be over. Picklock Prankster does absolutely nothing. They're tapped out. I mean, they're tapped out. Even if they didn't, I mean, this is still 1 more poison counter than we need. So boom, boom, boom. This is easy money. Easy money up to 11. Sayonara. Crisscross, how you doing? How you doing? All right, so I got a Rotpriest. The Rotpriest has not made too much of an impact so far, but we're gonna fix that. I guess we'll go ahead and use a turn to set up. We could drop the Crawling Chorus. Man, I don't know. Maybe we should have just kind of committed to that. I don't know. Is a better line going for the Rotpriest and just setting it up? I think with the Tyvar stand I could, but we could have went for turn 1 Crawling Chorus, turn 2 Jawbone Duelist. But instead we go for this line instead. I don't know. I'm feeling okay about it. Alright, no Jawbone Duelist. We do have the Tyvar stand eventually, so I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the right line. Can't think about it too much here. Let's just go ahead and just be vigilant, even though we don't have vigilance. But we do have Tyvar stand, so whatever we swing in here, if they do have a Virtue of... I guess it's not the Virtue of Loyalty, but whatever the second Adventure card called is. Still go for Tyvar stand, so... I'm hoping they have spot removal and not flashing in a 2-2-er. Soul Partition. This is completely fine with me. Should I Tyvar stand this? I'm still going to, but Soul Partition, like, our creatures are so cheap. I was kind of debating just, like, letting this resolve, but I think it's a little bit too juicy just to kind of go for this, and the Crossroads is going to come in tapped anyway, so I guess we'll go for white. Yeah, with the Soul Partition, we could have let that resolve, but yeah, I think it's just better off just to kind of go for this. They can't wipe the board either way anyway. Alright, Oracle of the Alpha, do some Power 9 stuff here. So we gotta kill them before they can start utilizing all this Power 9 nonsense. Power 9 sense, if you will. But let's go for the Norn's Fletching here. Let's go ahead and snag a little something cool. Oh, another Rotpriest. Well, we could go for Rotpriest or another Jawbone Duelist. I don't have any of those, like, Drown and Ichor, Tyvar stand. I can't really target my stuff here. So let's go ahead and just swing in. I know we're going to lose our Rotpriest, but we have another Rotpriest. And they go up to 6 counters. 6 counters, man! I mean, unless they've got, again, I'm always... The one ring does shut off our deck really badly, because we can't really... Even if we can't swing in. Okay, no, okay. As long as they don't have a one ring to kind of just close off the match, we're looking good here. Rusko is a lot better than that. And let's see what we got. Thran Portal... I think we're gonna have to do a kamikaze charge here. Yeah. This is gonna have to be well. It's not ideal. Do I just? It's either all or nothing. I think it's gotta be. I think it's gotta be all though. I think it just has to be. Yep, we're gonna lose our Jawbone Duelist in that, but we have to get 2 away. And I was kind of hoping they would block the chorus, just because we do get replacements on the chorus. But with the Rotpriest, I mean, we definitely, if we just get like a Drown and Ichor or something like that, the game's essentially over. But it has to live too, so... Shelly, okay, I don't really care about Shelly in the life aspect. Definitely, I doubt they're going to swing in. And, okay, a Skulldweller. That's better than a land. It could be worse. But I can't swing in because they just have it matched 1-for-1. So let's just drop you. Hopefully they don't have like a board wipe or a Sunfall or anything like that. Yeah, definitely can't swing in. Doesn't make any sense. They just block us 1-for-1. Alright. Dang, okay, if we just get a form of Tyvar stand or something like that, we'll be okay. I'm feeling pretty optimistic though. I'm feeling pretty optimistic. Midnight Clock. Ooh, Cavern of Souls. Oh, that's not good. I mean, we can do another charge, and then if they don't have spot removal, we can, you know, still do 1. Oh man, the Crawling Chorus do get the mites to replace itself, so that is kind of nice. But I really needed at least 1 more creature here. I think we're oh my gosh, I hate just like passing turns. Not good. Again, don't really care about the Shelly. You can gain as much life as you want. I'm just after the toxic counters, poison counters, whatever. Oh man, we're just gonna need a little bit of help here. And are they gonna swing? I doubt it. No. Okay, so well we get my turn. If we just get 1 card to kind of target our... Oh no, another land. Oh my gosh, come on now. Come on now. I think I'm running... I think it's like runs 22 lands, which is very, very skimpy. Do I want to just like put on full control just to kind of like make them believe I have something? I think I'm probably gonna do something a little bit along those lines. Cause They have to look at that we have 3 cards in our hand. And they can't love that we have 3 cards in our hand, so... Portent. Okay, okay, so they didn't want to target me, obviously, just because they have, they don't want another poison counter. Let's see if they finally do swing in. Eventually, I have 9 life myself. I am not a cat, but I've got 9 lives, and we get, okay, so no more swings. Come on, we can't get 3 lands in a row. I know the midnight clock is going off, but we can still win this. Again, I don't care about Shelly, that's completely fine. We can still win. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Oh my god, another land. That is very disappointing. Oh man. Well, I mean, I can't swing in. They just match us 1 for 1, and we're just flooded to the gills right now. I think that, I mean, we'll give it one more turn if they don't swing in. I mean, I guess we could draw into something. We're just missing a little sauce, a little meatball on top. We've got the ice cream. We just need the whipped cream and the cherry, but I think this is about to get out of hand, though. They've got a bazillion cards in their hand. They can't go for any sort of spot removal. And again, they are draining us with Rusko. I think the game is over, because Rusko, they're going to keep doing this. Restless Fortress, and with the Shelly, at this point, I do actually care, because now we only have 5 life, and yeah, we can't block this all. There's 2 in the air, that's up to 1. Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to have to be GG's. I mean, I feel like we definitely played all right. Yeah, let's clank them up, but too much land. Good game. Zara, how we doing here? All right, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I got Phyresis Roach, and I got 2 lands. As long as you got 2 lands, it's too good. That's the rules. All right, Zara, let's see what we got. Yeah, just going to go ahead and drop the best card that we could possibly drop. And we're on the... I think this is the first game I've had where I'm on the play, and I have a Phyresis Roach turn 1. Hopeless Nightmare. A discard is a lot better than a cut down, I'll tell you that right now. So... we could get rid of the Fetchling, or we could just go for... Well, what do we do? Actually, I guess we'll go for Tyvar Stand. I do kind of like the Fetchling, and that's kind of like the new card I haven't played with yet, so I think we'll just kind of focus on the Fetchling for now. So, okay, let's go ahead and swing in here. We're going to give all of our insects another Toxic 1, which is just absolutely nuts. And let's go ahead and do this, just because we do need a little bit more land. And, again... Sometimes it's better just to drop it early, go for the land. Other times, we just want a non-land, and that makes it easy. That also allows us to, like, have, like, 22, like, lands in the deck. So, more land, which is fine. And let's make sure we go double green so that I can go for the Rotpriest and the Tyvar Stand, which I probably should have dropped this now. Yeah, so... Okay, go for the throw. I'm assuming they would have just, you know, played go for the throw as we try to go for the Rotpriest, so it probably wouldn't have mattered anyway. But look at that, and another instance of Toxic. And we might as well drop the Duelist. It's a little bit more mana efficient than the Rotpriest at this point. And we have 2 Toxic creatures with Toxic 3 essentially, and that is too much for them. Jason 40, where is Freddy? I remember, man, gosh dang, I think it was like in 3rd grade when Freddy vs. Krueger came out. Scared to death. And honestly, now looking back at it, that was one of the less scary movies between all of those, I think. But it's been a while, but it scared the crap out of me. Anyway, how's it going, Jason? Meet my Skulldweller. Death Touch, Toxic 1 for 1, and we are on the play. Hopefully we can just get some quick wins in here. I'm telling you, man, this deck is... You can just still win so fast, it's just so ridiculous. Alright, I think we're just gonna... we're gonna swing in, get our Toxic in. Yeah, we got 2 Jawbone Duelists. This thing has double strike, feels pretty good. I think we're definitely gonna go for the Thran Portal and go for green. So, is this another Dimir deck? I guess so. Can't blame you, Dimir's pretty cool. Yeah, ooh, a Phyresis Roach. Well, let's definitely go for green here, and I'm gonna pay the life, that's absolutely fine. Go for Jawbone Duelist and a Roach. We don't keep up Tyvar Stand this way, but I don't really care. But, well, we could drop the Roach. Should we drop the Roach? Yeah, let's go for the Roach. I mean, I know that we don't go for Tyvar Stand this way, and they are running a lot of removal, seemingly with black. So you probably could justify it, but the Phyresis Roach, if we get this to go, it's just so good. So Siren comes out, map token. Let's see if they use the map token. They do. Okay. We still got Tyvar Stand in case we want to combat them. Another land, which is fine. Another land's actually fine here, because we can pump it up with the Tyvar Stand rather than just giving ourselves indestructible. And they don't go for the Duelist, which is a little bit odd to me. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and pump you up and give this stuff indestructible. And then we're going to drop our little mosquito. The mosquitoes, man, I'll tell you what. I used to go on vacation to Wisconsin. And the mosquitoes were like, I'll never go to Wisconsin again. I don't know why my parents took me there. No clue. The mosquitoes were so bad. But this mosquito is good. I like this mosquito. So just another go for the throw. And they're going to miss out on everything else. And let's just swing in here. I don't believe this is lethal quite yet. This is going to be up to 9. Let's drop our Rotpriest, and they can't even go for... Okay, well... Yeah. Panta, how you doing here? Alright, looking pretty good to me. We've got Rotpriest, we got Chorus, we got Duelists, we got a little bit of everything. Alright, go ahead and set you down. I don't have anything to kind of self-target it, but if they do want to, like, cut me down or go for the throat, they are going to have to pay a steep price, especially if I get another one out here. Okay, so at least we get one, so not a big deal there. And instead of going for Jawbone Duelist, ooh, they're the Fletching, the Norn's Fetchling. That thing is really good. Drop you, and I guess we're gonna go for Rotpriest. I would rather go for the Fletchling while they have 2 more instances of toxic counters, just because I want to seek something. As long as you've got 3 land, you're probably good in this deck. Everything is just so cheap. So, if I didn't have this Thran Portal, I definitely would just drop it for the plains. But that's the nice thing about this little Fletchling. Go for the throat, that's fine. They're going to get another poison counter for their troubles here. Skrelv. Okay, so Skrelv kind of changes the game up here a little bit. So, yeah, let's go for you. See what we can snag before I call a color with the portal. And take action, obviously. Oh, and another Skrelv. I actually would not prefer another Skrelv. That's okay. Well, Skrelv's pretty good. Ba-bang, ba-boom. Looking good. And like I said, this deck is just so... They have to have answers so quickly. Board wipes, again, I mean, there's like Sunfall. No one really runs like the Populator or anything like that. It's pretty much the One Ring. It's not a board wipe, but it does prevent all damage, so it does give them room to breathe and find answers. So, Bramble Familiar... I guess we're going to go ahead and just pay the 1. I mean, we have Skrelv, so we can't play both Duelists anyway. And I guess we'll go for the Fletchling. Yeah, this is fine. There's no point in attacking with the Chorus. They're just going to trade with it, so... Yeah, there's no point. Give them up to 5, and let's go for the Jawbone Duelist. I think it feels pretty good. What are we playing against? Golgari? Bramble Familiar. I mean, God, we're looking almost like a mono white poison deck right now, but we are Abzan, I promise you. So Shelly, like I said, we don't really care about the Shelly at all. Whatever, we're snoozing. We're snoozing, we don't care. And I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's do this. And we'll go ahead and put on the Jawbone Duelist, I suppose, but I would do that, but we have 2 different colors now, so I guess I would have to call out black for the Jawbone Duelist. I guess it's probably still worth it. Or we could just go for another Duelist and then a Chorus. Let's do this. Well, indecisiveness, not really the best for content, but we'll still make do with it. And are we gonna... Yeah, let's do this. So they have to trade with the Bramble Familiar, but that also does make them lose a little bit of more like mana sources here. I don't love it, but it's okay. And now we just go for a Jawbone Duelist and a Crawling Chorus. Hopefully they don't have more bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, man. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the raptors hit the floor. Okay, so raptors hit the floor. I guess 1 raptor is better than like 2 raccoons. Let's go for another Norn's Fletchling. See if we can snag a little something juicy here. And a Phyresis Roach. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana sources for that. So I'm just thinking here. I think I want to swing in with everything, including Skrelv, just because we have a Skrelv on the back end anyway. So I'm actually going to swing in with everything, including the Skrelv. Because again, they have 2 different colors, so Skrelv's not even really worth it right now. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. We're at least going to get 1 in. We can back up Skrelv, and then the Crawling Chorus replace themselves. I think I like this a little bit more than an all-out swing. So yeah, we replace ourselves, and then I have a Skrelv on the back end anyway. Pay the 1, so that Shelly is going to give us, excuse me, Down to 1 life. That's my plan anyway. I don't know if it'll work. But Shelly, we do have 1 more. Oh no! No haste! Oh, we'll give him a nice. So that is only fitting that we lose by our own method. Okay, that's got trample and haste and poison counters. It's only fitting that we die via the superior poison creature. GG's.